And welcome back to For Such a Time as This, the place where there is no such thing as a silent witness. As usual, want to start off looking at a text. Matthew 12:25. Every kingdom divided against itself is laid waste, and no city or house divided against itself will stand. No house divided against itself will stand. We are a country divided against itself. And I believe there are parts of our culture, certain leaders, if that's what you want to call them, they are leaders who hate our country and is trying to destroy it. Well, again, there's something in our culture brewing about these voter ID. I've been talking about it before. This is a very obvious way in which people think many, including African Americans, especially blacks, are too stupid to get voter IDs. And those people are the Democrats. Just the way it is. This will not go away. This will stay in the news. Hopefully it doesn't go away. Well, you have a commentator by the name of Stephen Smith, who seems to be somewhat rational on this issue. And he's talking to someone who educates him on the lunacy that the Democratic Party, specifically in California, the lengths they will go to keep voter ID not part of the political system. Here it is.
I think the fact that we don't have voter ID in places like California is extremely unusual in democracies across the globe. There's maybe like 2 or 3 democracies in the world that don't have it. This is just kind of like a standard administrative requirement in a well-functioning democracy. So I think we should just have it. We should get this over. We should move on with our lives. It shouldn't be a big controversial issue.
Excuse me for being so ignorant, asking last question. This is definitely my last question. What do you mean you don't have voter ID in California? Could you please elaborate specifically on that for my audience that may not know?
Yeah, California does not have voter ID. You don't need to present it to register. You don't need to present it to vote. As a matter of fact, the state passed a law forbidding voter ID. So cities, counties, if they want voter ID, they're not allowed to under state law.
What? When did that happen?
A couple of years ago, because I think it was Orange County, they wanted to have their own requirements, so the state passed a law saying, nope, you're not allowed to. Voter ID is not only not required, it is actively forbidden.
Well, that's right. That's it right there. That's why the SAVE Act been proposed. Right there, the state of California. That's what the Republicans going to lean on as an excuse to definitely push forth the SAVE Act. Right there. Right there. I can't believe it. I didn't even know that, sir. I'm embarrassed to admit.
There's a lot of crazy things going on in California, but I think, you are seeing a return to sanity in some ways. And I see it, Democrats, Republicans, and independents in California who are saying, we need to do some things differently in this state.
By the way, last thing, that no voter eligibility required. That's Gavin Newsom. Last 2 years, that was Gavin Newsom.
Correct. Well, so the law saying that a locality cannot have its own voter ID requirement. That was Newsom.
There you go. That was Newsom. That's all I needed to know. Thank you, sir. Representative Kevin Kiley right here with Stephen A. Really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Good luck moving forward. Know that you're always welcome to come back here anytime, sir. Anytime.
Thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. One and only Representative Kiley right here with Stephen A. Straight Shooter with Stephen A. Sirius XM POTUS Radio, Channel 124. I can't believe that last part. I thought every state, it's far be it for me. I thought every state just showed an ID. But little did I know. Lord have mercy. You can't make this up. You can't make this up.
You can't make it up, and the Democrats can't make it up. Neither can they defend it. So why is it that you need an ID to pretty much do anything in our country except vote? The truth of it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's be truthful. They know it's a lot harder to cheat if you have to show ID. That's just the truth. And black people, stop letting them tell you that you're too stupid to get an ID. That's their excuse. That minorities are too weak and stupid to get voter IDs. They should be made to pay at the ballot box if this continues.